What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Vontae the First, back again with another video, man. It's in the AM. I'm tired. I just woke up not too long ago. My face a little puffy still. My voice is whatever. But TCP, they did it. They translated the chapter and they got it out right now. So shout out to them. Last chapter was a great ass chapter, man. We seen how Vegapunk looked like, big ass, long ass head. I was roasting his ass. Dragon roasted his ass. I actually like the design because big brain. I think it's cool, you know, physically big brain, and he literally, like, yeah, he's him, all right, mentally and physically, yeah, he's him, big brain. Anyway, it was cool to see that. We learned that Sal is actually alive. See, that's how you know I just woke up not so long ago. He's actually alive and not dead, which I think is a cool fake out, because usually people that die in flashbacks, they stay dead and they're always dead. So for Oda to do that, I don't mind it. Plus, it's explainable. Aokiji be freezing motherfuckers all the time, so it works, right? And then we learned that the people of Ohara, before the Buster Call and how, you know, before they got genocided, right, they had put books into this river so they could preserve, like, all the knowledge and stuff that they had found so that somebody in the future can pick it up and take it. So they saved the books, which is W on them. And at the end of the chapter, we've seen Vegapunk in the present day. He's old as fuck, looking like Einstein with the tongue out. You know, he's doing this thing, and his head's a lot smaller, so that's interesting. I wonder if it's because he split it into different satellites. That might be the case, but who knows, man. Let's just get into this next chapter, because I'll be trying to make my intros a lot shorter, because sometimes they be up to like 2 minutes. So let's just get straight into it. 1067, One Piece, title called Punk Records. All right. So in the cover page picture, we see Judge going against Caesar. German 66, Cold-Blooded Voyage, Volume 24. I forget. Who are you again? Judge versus Caesar. A most curious head. What happened to your head? It used to be like a massive light bulb. It was getting a tad too long, so I cut it. Oh, so he just cut it. We're not talking about hair here. So he really just cut it. He still got the tongue out too and shit. Or does he mean that like he split it up to the other satellites? Maybe he means both, or maybe he really just said, fuck it, I'm just gonna cut the shit, which is weird, because I would assume that a part of his brain, I don't know, we'll see. As I recall, I was almost as tall as a giant when I met you. Real head. I like that, the little, what it used to be, you see like the little lines, like you cutting out scissors on paper, the little trace thing. I heard rumors about it being big, but it was like an air balloon. Well, that's pause. Jinbei pause. Well, that's because I ate the brain fruit. In Japanese, he gets tongue-tied trying to say the fruit's name, Nomi, Nomi, Nomi. Nomi, Nomi, Nomi. Wow. So he has the brain fruit. So, okay, so he wasn't smart by birth. He had a devil fruit. That's a good-ass devil fruit to have, but, like, how does that work? Like, what exactly is the power of it? I mean, obviously, it's to make him smart, but, like, what kind of, is it like a paramecia? More than likely, yeah, it's probably a paramecia. It's interesting, though. Pardon me, I bit my tongue. I meant to say a brainy human because I ate the brain fruit. It allows me to memorize an unlimited amount of knowledge. And my brain size it makes my brain grow in size accordingly. Having an unlimited data bank is a handy ability for a born genius like me. Huh. Oh. So yeah, so he was already smart. It's just that his fruit allowed his brain to like memorize a whole bunch of shit. Cause you know, like our brains actually have, I forget exactly the number, the units for it, but they say that we're able to remember like a lot of shit. Like if we were to convert that to like gigabytes is like, I forgot, like millions, it's some shit like that. I'm like, damn, for real? I mean, it makes sense to some degree, but it's like, also it's just like, damn, we can remember like that much shit. So basically his fruit helps him like retain all the knowledge that he can learn from. That's good, because that helps, because if you're already smart, right, and you could like, you're just good at doing, you know, smart shit, deciphering things, reading things, doing things, solving things, right, inventing things, that then basically once you have the brain capacity, you can learn every fucking thing in the goddamn world essentially, and even beyond that. That's kind of crazy. I like that though. I like that he wasn't just like, he just got the brain fruit and that's how he was smart. I like that he was already smart, but that fruit just accommodates for his already intellect. Now I have the largest brain in the world and it continues to grow. Still, did you put it somewhere? That's awesome. Have you got tons of medical knowledge too, Dr. Vegapunk? Naturally. Whoa, yeah, that's dope. Maybe Chopper can learn from him too. I want Frankie to learn some shit from him as well. I want them to get like a really serious and nice dialogue. Hopefully we get that. I hope so. Does that mean you're dumb now, old guy? Cause you cut your brain out? Don't write off a genius, you rascal. See this apple here? It's an antenna. Okay. Probably to like connect with like the other Vegapunks, the satellites. Taking a gander at the top of the island. Notice how it says Punk Records under the giant egg? That's the hangar where I keep my brain. What? Huh. Okay, so, oh, that's interesting. Okay, so his brain is still like in one spot, like the largest portion of his brain is in one spot. And then this one is obviously, it's still his brain, but it's just a smaller part. And he has this antenna that connects to that. Okay, that makes sense. Well, isn't that way too big? There's no harm in being away from it since my antenna can pick up the brain waves. You know what? Now that I think, because he did say his brain keeps on growing, so I'm assuming it probably grew even bigger than what we seen in the flashback, probably. Because that was like, what, 33 years ago? And I would assume that his brain kept on getting bigger and bigger, because he's done a lot of shit within like the last 30 years. So I think just by seeing that he's done so much in the last 30 years, that's very evident that he's been on his shit. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing what he got to do. You met a little girl earlier who called herself Vegapunk, right? That's one of my clones. There are 6 on the island. You're a ninja? This guy. Older. Each one is a facet of myself and an expert of their own key field of study. You get my full personality if you combine them, but they can get 6 times the work done apart. Okay. What the? Each of them connects to Punk Records once a day to synchronize our memories and knowledge. Oh, okay. That's cool as hell. Like, imagine you have 6 different people of you that you don't really have to worry about, because you know that they're gonna get the job done and whatever they have to do in your life, right? And then you guys have like a moment in time where y'all all synchronize, and all of them doing whatever they're doing, or like around the world, or like just here, or whatever you are, whatever city, wherever you live at, right? And then all that shit comes back to you, to the big brain. That's pretty dope. I like that. Since their dispositions and responsibilities are so different, the wealth of their experiences is that much greater. Okay. You all share the same brain? I find it difficult to wrap my head around that. My head. I like that, Jinbei. Just think of it as sharing the same library. If only I could let everyone in the world connect to my brain, all of humanity would have access to my knowledge, right? Maybe you can build, or like he could build like something like similar to how his antenna is already, so that somebody can like so that people can tap into that. But I don't know though. That would be too OP. I think, wouldn't that be pretty dangerous too if he did let people, because he's saying that as if yeah, I would like to have people like, you know, connect to my brain, but at the same time, I think that would be fucking dangerous. Because imagine if everybody knows the same kind of like all-knowing type of knowledge like Vegapunk. People would do good, people would do bad. It would be the same old song and dance, you know, with human conflict and whatnot, but it would just be like exponentially more dangerous, because this is some crazy knowledge. Then the population of the world went on to update Punk Records themselves. It created a sea of information that surpassed what my brain can accomplish alone. That's true, but that's dangerous. You know, humanity would share one mind. So I'd be able to study medicine from all over the world naturally. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Actually, I mean, it still would be dangerous, but like, it would be definitely like a library. Like people can, wow. Like what Chopper just said, like then that means I'll be able to study all the medicine all over the world. Shit, sign me up. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of cool. It's like Google. It's like he's making Google. You know, when you search, because you can search anything on fucking Google. You're gonna get some kind of results. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he's basically making Google. God damn it. That's kind of cool. That's pretty cool. Like, it's like he's making the internet. Actually, not even just Google. It's like he's making the internet. Damn, Oda, I like that. That's pretty dope. Woo! But if you let everyone share their conflicting ideologies, wouldn't that all that bias lead to trouble? Exactly. Thank you, Jinbei is my guy, bro. He be thinking just like me. That's why he's my top one, my top characters, top 5 characters in the whole series. Top 10 for sure, but top 5 debatably. You sure are a sharp one, Knight of the Sea, but science would never progress if you spent all day worrying about stuff like that. I mean, yeah, that's true, because scientists are very audacious people. So they always are trying to get into something and learn new things. And, they're not going to just stay there and just be stagnant. So I understand that from Vegapunk's perspective. But at the same time, though, that's still something to worry about, because if everybody has access to that knowledge, then, but I guess the same thing like with us or our internet. Like, you have access to certain knowledge. I mean, it could be good or bad depending on who's the person is. So yeah, you really can't worry about how people are going to use certain things, because it's just what it is. So you should already expect that. But worrying about it doesn't really do nothing. But at least expecting it, that's like the most you can do, right? So I could understand that. That's your problem, Vegapunk. You shrug off sacrifices in the name of progress. That's why my dad's been turned to a heartless weapon. Let's see what they gonna talk about right here. Stop it, Bonnie. That beam saber is defective. Give it a rest. I know it cuts well enough. I tested it earlier. I turned my dad back to normal. If you even think about saying no, don't be hasty, Bonnie. Killing him would make you a lot of enemies. Hit off the switch, Bonnie. That beam attracts a ludicrous number of bugs. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Check it out, Bonnie. A giant stag beetle. This isn't. Did it hurt her? Damn. Look like they shocked her. This isn't time for beetles. Look at her. She fainted. That makes perfect sense. Of course, Bonnie wants me dead. It's ironic that one of my many failures saved me. It's ironic that one of my many failures saved me. So he failed when it came to Kuma. In what way? Like, in terms of like him not maintaining his free will? Like, did you fuck up on that regard? Or, like, why exactly is he a failure? Huh. Unless I'm just missing something, because I don't. Maybe that's what it is, that he didn't allow his friend to, like, he fucked up in the right, where he didn't, like, his friend basically, which will clear up a lot of stuff for me personally, because I'm like, damn, why would he go that far to become a mindless cyborg? But maybe Vegapunk fucked up. I don't know. Speaking of which, you guys were recently in Wano, correct? You wouldn't happen to know whether a dragon just like Kaido really appeared there. Oh, you talking about Momo? I suppose he ate the defective fruit I left on Punk Hazard. Defective? What do you mean? That was an artificial devil fruit I synthesized. I made it after 20 years of researching Kaido's lineage factor. It cost countless resources, but I couldn't get it quite right. Oh, so that's why he's the same as Kaido, but it worked out just fine. He could still spit fire, and he's super strong. He's the guardian deity of Wano now. You really made that awesome. And his color? Pink. Dried, you see another monumental failure. Or maybe he's just very, very, he's like a perfectionist, right? So maybe with the Kuma situation, it's probably not something that, like, that important in terms of, like, I mean, for him, yes, but, like, for me or, the average reader, it's like, nah, maybe it wasn't something else that crazy, right? Because if he's saying, like, oh, man, Momonosuke was a god, or that dragon was a failure because he's pink, like, okay, whatever. Yeah, but, so maybe it's not something that serious. What's wrong with that? I get it. He's a genius and a perfectionist, exactly. Why is Jinbei, me and Jinbei just, that's my boy, that's my brother, that's my uncle right there. Jinbei is my uncle. God damn it, he Unc Jinbei. Everything he's been saying in this chapter, I've been saying the same shit. What about this robot? You made it too, right? Old man, make it move. I'm afraid you're mistaken. This is the legendary Iron Giant that attacked the Holy Land of Mary Joa about 200 years ago. Wow. 200 years ago, yes, but it was built over 900 years ago. What? No, what? Iron Giant, huh? Shout out Oda. He really be getting a lot of inspiration and changing it on his own type. You know what I'm saying? Iron Giant, the real Iron Giant, you feel me? From the movie and multiverses. Fuck. He was so annoying in there. Anyway, though. It was made 900 years ago, so I was like before the Void Century. And then, or that year, you know, when it happened, or that century when it happened. And then he attacked Mary Draw 200 years ago. That's interesting. Its objective remains unknown. I heard it ran out of power before it could cause any casualties. Huh. Either way, I'm sure the scientists of the time were absolutely flabbergasted. Such advanced technology would have seemed totally alien to them. Right. It's so interesting to see that, like, the technology, like, many years ago was greater than the stuff that came afterwards. Like, that shit is crazy. I think maybe it really came down to, like, the ancient kingdom basically had all this technological advances, and the rest of the world was, like, terrified by that. So they joined up together to get their strength in numbers, and then they took out the ancient kingdom. And then I think maybe when it comes to, like, the Void Century, maybe it's just because they're scared of all the weapons, all the knowledge that they had to, like, make shit. So in some way you can say that, like, that the world government, it makes sense why they were so worried. But at the same time, though, it's like, just like what you told Jinbei earlier, like, you can't really stay worried and stagnant about certain things. Like, if you're a scientist or somebody that wants to advance and evolve as humanity, you have to keep on trying to do new stuff, and don't worry about how other people are going to use their ideologies with those things, you know? So it's like, maybe it was more about them being feared of what they were going to make, but at the same time, or what they were making, but at the same time, it's like, you got to think about it again too. It's something that can evolve society. And since, you know, they took out the ancient kingdom, we weren't allowed to, like, advance society in the way that we wanted to, which we could have prevented a lot of conflicts later on. So I can see both sides. I can really see both sides, because I really wanted to know exactly what the ancient kingdoms, like, what were they fighting against? I know this is not the answer. Well, I kind of think this is the answer, but it's not fully. So I'm gonna keep that in mind. Maybe it was just, they were just scared of the shit that they was making, or that they could make. None of them could tell where it came from or what it was trying to do. Yeah. It seems the world government order is destruction, but the scientists of the time couldn't help their curiosity. That's why they hid it here to be passed down without the government's knowledge. Right. Good job on finding this place from the town. The entrance should look like a wall. We just stumbled here since we were all old and senile. Yeah, we were playing old lost. Well, that's a shame. 200 years ago, that's around the time the Fishman rights movement started to gain ground. So you're saying that robot climbed the red line? Most likely, this might be a reference to chapter 620. I created Vega Force 01 based on what I learned from it, but I lack the scientific prowess to reverse engineer every aspect of it. It's difficult to believe that this mechanized soldier was made over 900 years ago. There's something even you couldn't create. Its power source. In the past, they had a power source that would upend our modern ideas of what's possible. Wow. Well, it ain't. Well, at any rate, it's good to know Luffy and the others are okay. Who's that girl, though? That's Julie Ribani. She's a pirate. I thought that was the one we saw before was a little girl. In the way Vegapunk's head works is crazy. I truly did a terrible thing to Bonnie. Yeah, you should get down and beg her to forgive you, old man. You young idiot, like you you young dolt, like you know anything about it. There's something I have to give her. Regardless, I feel like fate brought you here today, Straw Hat. Please, can you take me away from Egghead? Huh? Wow. This is Cypher Poll. Oh shit. We're requesting entry to Egghead Port. Well, poorly trained pets. Reports indicate that Julie Bonnie was spotted making her way too. That pest keeps slipping away from us. She served her purpose. Let's just terminate her on sight. Oh my god. And then you got the Kuman. Oh man, Shaka. There's a government ship or pacifista. It'd be bad if they found us harboring pirates. What does CP0 want with us? And why did they bring Rob Lucci? I saw we just hand this riffraff over. After all, the Lucci fellow is an assassin, right? What, Rob Lucci? Hey, hurry up and give us our legs back. No, that guy's still around. You can't let them in. Don't you worry, Robin Child. I'll protect you no matter how many times he comes back. Tell me to hand over to Seraphim and leave. We're declining their request to dock. Okay. I doubt agents of the world government will respond well to that, so prepare for battle. Kamabaka Kingdom Grand Line. Dragon-san. Kuma-san is acting weird. Kuma-san, wait. We're trying to repair you. Kuma-san, what the fuck is going on? What's wrong? Is he still being controlled by the Navy? Kuma-san, where are you going? You're in no state to be moving like that. You're still not yourself. And he trips and falls. What's with him? I don't know. Kuma-san, come back. Talk to us, Kuma. Where do you want to go so bad? Stay with us. Ah, man. We are not done fighting. The Revolutionary Army is just getting started. A mad dash to where? So that boy Kuma said, I need to go to my goddamn daughter. Or damn, this shit's about to be interesting. I wonder, I mean, realistically speaking, right? I think Dragon, revolutionaries, or at least some of them should go with Kuma since he's going away. Some of them should chase after him. Don't just stay there. Like, I mean, I know that they have some things that they're doing right now though, so that's one thing. But still, some of y'all should go with them. God damn it. Wow. It was a good chapter too. Are we on break? Yeah, we're on break next week. All right. I'm not really that mad because at least we wasn't on break this week. But so yeah, so CP0 is on their way there. Rob Lucci and them are on their way there. Damn, that's gonna be kind of cool. Like a rematch with the Straw Hats, kind of maybe. And then Vegapunk said, "Get me the fuck off Egghead Island." So he knows that it seems like he knows the CP0 is on their way. He even said though a few chapters ago, it was like that he was going to die or whatever, right? So that's interesting. Pretty interesting. But get me off of this goddamn. You know something I was thinking about? I wonder if if Vegapunk has like like observation hockey. Like, how does he know this shit's going down? Can he see into the future? Because I would assume, observation hockey. Observation goes hand in hand with like, like your eyes, what you can see. You know what I'm saying? Observation, right? That just makes sense for somebody that's intellectual. And to have a vision and a imagination to, you know what I mean? So what if he has future sight and his is like just fucking crazy? I don't know. I'm just saying things. Maybe that's just gonna be one of my little theories for now. But damn sure it seemed that way. But it was a good chapter because we learned more that in the past that the technology seemed crazy. They had like a power source that like really enabled that we don't have today. So that's something that's like crazy. Like, why don't we have that power source today? And also just the technology in general, like, well, I mean, it goes hand in hand with that because the power source. So I'm assuming the kingdoms that had created that alliance, they were just scared of the ancient kingdom because of what they can make and all that kind of shit. So I think that's one of the reasons why they tried to annihilate them, or did annihilate them rather. But we're getting more and more into like them years in the Void Century. And then this robot also tried to attack Mary Drought, which is crazy because like, why the hell? But it lost power though. But that's interesting as well too. Good chapter. This video is going too long, so I'm just gonna stop it right here, man. Yeah, so I hope you guys stay tuned. Tomorrow we got My Hero Academia. No JJK tomorrow on break, unfortunately, but we got My Hero nonetheless, so pull up for that. And yeah, so I hope you guys have a good one. Please stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean. See you guys all in the next video. Peace.